or send a Pardot list email from an existing template. So you may be starting in your dashboard, go to marketing, emails, new list emails, and then the name, test, and we're going to pick a folder, and the campaign. And then I'm not going to do any email or A/B testing today. That's another lesson. And I'm going to pick a template that I have in the system already. And I can make any final tweaking or just some final QA. I really recommend doing all your work actually in the email template. And when it's time to send it, you're really just coming here to edit the sending functions, editing who you're going to send to, and if there's any suppression lists. And one thing to note that is interesting, I talked to a lot of people in training, and other systems don't do this. If you ever have a bounce or someone unsubscribes, that person will not be sent any more emails from Pardot. And so if this monthly newsletter had 1,000 people and 50 people have unsubscribed, this total mailable prospect list over here will be 950. So don't have to worry about suppression lists for bounces or unsubscribes. Some use cases for suppression lists, sales opportunities. This is a really great feature that the two systems talk. Now I have a newsletter or maybe a promotion of a white paper, and sales doesn't want you touching their hot leads. You could suppress all opportunities by building a list of opportunities and putting that there. Okay. And the sender information will come from your email template. So you can have by default whatever you had set up. But if you decide, oh, I don't want it to come from the assigned user, I just want it to come from a specific user, that's great. This custom reply to address is only if you want it different from who is sending it. By default, replies will go to whoever sent it. So absolutely no need to touch this unless you want it to go to someone else. Maybe you have an admin that's going to manage all the out-of-office replies or something like that. Then you'd want to do have this custom reply. Okay, but let's see here. I'm just going to leave that blank. And this is if you want to change the subject line. So the subject line could be managed over in the building area or over here. And this is the other difference of a list email from an email template. You don't have completion actions in email templates. So a very common one is if a prospect clicks an email, then I can apply some kind of action. A very common one is add them to a CRM campaign with status responded. So typically my best practice, if I'm doing some kind of campaign attribution, I want to have the CRM campaign be member status responded. And you can also choose, if they just maybe only click a specific link with a, concrete call to action, I may just want to pick that one. For example, we did a white paper the other day. It says click now to download. So if anyone clicked on that to download, we added them to the campaign. Okay. And then you can do multiple completion actions. Maybe you want to know, maybe the assigned user wants to know. And so the assigned user will be the person who is assigned to that lead or contact in the CRM system. Or I just want to notify a specific user. I like to, I'm sending this out. I'm really excited. My goal is to get 20 downloads. I want to see how I'm doing, so I can assign that. I can even create a task in Salesforce. So you'll start to understand all these completion actions and where you can run completion actions. So that is how you set up a list email. And the final option is to schedule it. I'm not going to schedule it right now. It's not going to work. So I'm just going to save this, and that'll be my list email. And then now if I want to find that in the future, go into drafts, and I'll have my list email drafts and my email template drafts are all over here. So this is the most recent one with a capital S. So that's it for today. Thank you.